hands are washed. So I have my butter, I have my 3 bananas, and I have 2 eggs. So let me start with this first. So I usually save my banana peels so I can make banana tea for my plants, especially my roses, because bananas, it's high in potassium, so it helps with the growth. So I always save my peels. It's pretty simple, like to make the banana tea. I just put them, oh, the oven is ready. The banana tea, what I usually do, I just put it in a watering can for about 2 days, and I fill it with water and just let it sit there so it can infuse. And then I use it to water my roses. And then I have beautiful blooms. All right, so all I'm doing is just mashing the bananas. Then I'm going to add my 2 eggs. It's such a chaos trying to get eggs at the moment. I usually don't buy like white eggs. I usually have brown eggs in my refrigerator, but I don't know what's going on with this egg situation. I also save my eggshells, a special blender that I use to kind of like a coffee grinder to grind the shells. And I use it to sprinkle at the base of my tomato plants. So that's high in calcium. So I always save my eggshells. All right, so I need 1/4. No, I need 1 tablespoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon, not 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. And I need 1/4 salt. Something freshly baked, fresh from the oven that I can just eat or snack on real quick. So I love to have like banana bread and simple pastries on my counter in my kitchen. So this is what this mixture is looking like. Really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and butter up my baking pan. And I love to use like a lot of butter when I'm buttering up the pan because it makes it so easy when it's time to remove the bakery. So I lather it up really good, especially like the corners. All right, so I'm just gonna try to combine this together, just the sugar and the butter. I could use my stand-in mixer, but I'm just so used to doing this by hand. I'm just like, can't be bothered to use the stand-in mixer. I mean, it took like a few minutes. It's already combined. So that didn't take long. That's why I always like, if I know I'm gonna bake something and I need butter, well, I feel like you always need butter when you're baking anyways. I always leave it overnight on the counter so it's like fully melt. I forgot that I need vanilla. Usually vanilla I don't measure. I don't think you can go wrong with vanilla, honestly, by adding too much. Probably should get this down while I'm here. I'm gonna need some nuts. All right, so that's good. See, it is so easy to make. So I'm just gonna combine this in here, the butter and the sugar. I'm gonna need this. I'm just gonna kind of fold it in. It smells so amazing. There's something about vanilla that I just love adding it to recipes that calls for vanilla. All right, so that looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead. I need 2 cups of flour. I have to make sure I check to see which flours this is because I do have one for pancakes and I have just a regular flour. But anyways, just put this here. I need 2 cups. I'm just slowly folding this in. All I'm going to do now is just add some nuts so I can have that crunchy texture whenever I bite into this. I honestly cannot wait to enjoy some of this. All right, so I'm just mixing everything in. All right, so this is ready to go. Sometimes I do pop like walnuts on top. And now it's time to pop this in the oven for about 56 minutes. Or if you do like the little toothpick check, you know, when you stick a toothpick in, and if it comes out dry, then it's ready to go. But it's usually like 56 minutes. So let's get this into the oven. Ooh, I mean, it looks so pretty. Look how gorgeous that looks. Oh, I can't wait to eat it. All right, so into the oven it goes. We'll set our timer and we're good to go. Now it's just time for the oven to do its thing, and then we can enjoy some freshly homemade banana bread. I cannot wait. So while the banana bread is baking, I think I have only 15 minutes left. I'm feeling a little bit hungry, and I do have some things in the garden that I can harvest. So I think I have tomatoes that's ready. I have cucumbers, and I do have some basil, so I can make a little salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest a few things, and then I can make myself a little bit of a lunch. So let me grab a plate. And I still have some tomatoes here that I did harvest earlier from the garden. Just gonna go grab them from the tree or from the plant and make myself a little lunch. So let's go outside. Okay, so I did put on my massive hat because it is very sunny on the west side of the garden at the moment. It's in the afternoon. So let's see what we can harvest for lunch. Let me just bring you a little bit closer so you can see all the tomatoes that's currently ready for harvesting. So it's not a lot because I already harvest quite a bit from there already. So I just have a few that I'm going to harvest today. They're looking absolutely just beautiful. So one thing I just love about my garden is that during springtime, there are so many cute little birds' nests throughout the garden. I just love seeing them. I think it's just the cutest thing. So beautiful. And I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a little salad and yeah, sit in the garden and have a relaxing afternoon. I need to go on the opposite side because I need to grab some basil so I can add to this. I already have my cucumber inside. So I'm gonna combine everything. Let's go on the opposite side of the garden. right, so now that we're on the east side of the garden, I'm just gonna grab some basil. It's not as sunny on this side, which is good. It looks like I need to go in and give things a little bit of water because my dill is looking, actually it's not, it's just the topsoil. I need to put some mulching on the top because it's just the top that's looking dried out. But anyways, let's grab some basil. I'm actually just gonna cut the top off because it's getting a bit too, I don't know, tall. I'm gonna get the top from this one and just leave it like that. It smells so good. I'm ready to have a little salad from the garden. I did notice some of my broccolis, they're going to flower, but that's okay. I'm still gonna harvest them and enjoy them in a salad. And I also need to get rid of this vine, this cucumber vine. But that one over there is still looking really rough. But it's still producing cucumbers. Like the healthy part up top still does have cucumbers on it. So I'm gonna leave it and see what it does. But it's looking so good over here. My little pineapples are coming in. My little baby pineapples. Can you see that flower? So pretty. And of course, the star of the show, the kales are just looking so good. I might make a little smoothie later on. But yeah, everything is just looking so good. I'm so happy. So yeah, I might as well just grab these florets while I'm here from the broccoli. So let me do that real quick. All right, so let me just harvest these since they're about to go to flower. It's getting a bit warm here in Florida, so I guess things are starting to flower, but these are still edible. I'm still gonna eat these. So this is what lunch is looking like. Some tomatoes, some broccoli florets, and some basil. I do have my some cucumbers inside that I did harvest the other day. So I'm gonna add this or add it to this little bowl and make myself a nice little salad for lunch and enjoy it in the garden in the afternoon. So this is just a little up close of my banana bread. It smells absolutely delicious. I know it's gonna taste delicious because I make this all the time. It's one of my favorite pastries or bread to have on my counters. I can, just have something really quick and simple in the morning whenever I feel for a little snack in the afternoon. I just love it. I'm literally salivating thinking about it. But anyways, this is what it's looking like. I don't know why usually it cracks right there. So if you're an expert baker and you have any tips for me, just let me know. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, it tastes delicious either way, but I'm just curious why it kind of like cracks right there. And it happens all the time. So any tips, leave them in the comments, let me know. But yeah, absolutely scrumptious. So I'm in the garden right now. I have some chores to do, and I just got this delivery. I've treated myself to new pairs of garden boots, and this is what they're looking like. Absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love them. My old ones, I had to get rid of them because they were so worn out. It was time to let them go. So I love these. They're so pretty, and loving all the colors. So beautiful. I think I had some pink ones before. Yeah, the other ones that I got rid of, they were pink. I got these black ones with, the colorful ones. Absolutely love them. So I'm gonna try them out today and see how the wear is. But they look really robust, which is what I love. Perfect for doing gardening or heavy chores out in the garden. All right, so new boots are on. Love, love, love them. Really cute. All right, so in this corner over here, I do have my vincas that I do want to plant up. So I have my vincas here in this little packet here, which I got on sale. for $2 for six. Really good deal. So I was thinking that I do want to plant some of them kind of along this border right here at the bottom. I also still have my little Christmas snowflakes up. They're solar. So I was like, let's just leave them there for now. But anyways, I was thinking about adding some vincas, like I don't know, one, two, three, maybe four vincas right here and two over there, just to add some more color to this little border. Not that I think I need a lot of color here, but it is the most beautiful day in the garden today. Wall to wall sunshine, 76 degrees, and absolutely no clouds in the sky. Absolutely gorgeous. But I do have some chores that I need to get done in the garden. As you can see, I have this little bare spot right there. It was just filled with weeds, and I went in and kind of clear it out. And also on the edge, as you can see over there, I did went in and kind of clear the edges out because honestly, there was like nothing there, just a few weeds and also the shrubs. They usually just hang over. So I just went ahead and trimmed those back. And I'm going to go in and replenish this area with some fresh sod. So as for the oak tree, it does come in quite handy because I do collect all the leaves when they do fall on the lawn, and I use them as do you hear the birds? And I use them as like mulch in my plant pots and stuff like that. So it does come in handy. All right, so let's get started with this refresh. So come summertime, we'll have a beautiful lawn and garden to enjoy. So let me get cracking with this. All right, so I am dressed and ready to tackle this little garden to-do list for today. I'm in my She Means Business work attire. Do you see all these paint marks? Oh my gosh, this is my She Means Business work outfit. So let's go tackle this to-do list in the garden. So I did went ahead and place some of the sod on the side here that I'll be using. It looks like I might have purchased a bit too many pieces, but you know what? I rather have too many pieces than have to, because I had this delivered. So, you know, I rather have too many pieces than having to me myself go to the store and have to purchase this because I really want to get this done today. It's actually going to get done today. I just love St. Augustine grass so much. It is just the fluffiest and thickest grass. It is just so nice. Sometimes I actually do walk on it without any shoes, and it just feels like a really big, like a fluffy carpet. I just love it so much. But anyways, enough about that. Let me get started with filling in this little area. That cuts it so nice, like butter. All right. So I want to make sure that they're all snug in here. Good. We have a little runner right here. It's fast to repair it. Not so hard. All right, let me grab one of these. Perfect fit. I kind of use this to kind of remove some of the soil from the edges to make kind of like a level so that when I do place the new sod, it's on the same level as the previous sod, so it's not uneven. So I have that smooth finish. So that's what I do with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this piece here to fit in this little corner. This one piece, I can get 3 pieces. So this is what the area is looking like so far. Love, love, love. I love how it's flush with the previous lawn. That's why I went ahead and always kind of like dig down a little bit so that the old grass and the new grass is flush and I don't have like that mountain. So I love that. I still have that back part over there that I need to get done, and I'm making my way down to right there. So almost finished. I'm gonna put you guys in a time lapse and power through, and then we're gonna come back and chat. So on this side of the garden, I do have this beautiful hibiscus edge, and they're in desperate need of a trim right now. I have my guy that's coming. Do you know what? Sometimes I do trim them myself, but the beauty of it is when you're feeling lazy, you can always pay someone else to do it for you. So he's coming today to give everything a nice trim. I want to get this done as soon as possible because we're heading into springtime and the birds are so busy building their nests. So I do have a lot of birds in my garden, by the way, and I don't want to disturb them once they're nesting. So I'm going to get this done today. Look at my bougainvillea. It's looking so beautiful. All the blooms. I'm just so happy. Now is the time in Florida that they usually put on a show because we're in our dry season. I also need to go ahead and add some more soil to my grow bags. These are my potatoes. They're looking nice and healthy, but I do need to go ahead and add more soil to the grow bags. I did sow some tomato seeds in here, so I'm waiting for those to start popping up. But I love this little corner. It is just so lovely. I can't believe my moms are still producing flowers. I mean, I'm not complaining, but they're usually not producing flowers at this time. But this one is still going strong, which is quite nice. This is from November. Yeah, since November I've got this, and it's still producing flowers. So that's quite nice. My potato vine is going really crazy. You know what? I am surprised that this pepper plant, because I have 2 banana plants right here. And as you can see, I have a lovely bunch of bananas or banana there. But it does provide a lot of shade. And I'm surprised this pepper plant, oh my goodness, or this tree, it grows like crazy and produce a lot of peppers still. So I'm proud of it. All right, so let me see how much of this I can get done today. It is so heavy, like this box is so incredibly heavy. But yeah, let's see how much of this I can get done today. I wonder how many millions of pieces are in here. I need to get a raised bed because I thought it would be nice to have like a little area in the garden where I can kind of go and cut flowers and sow some seeds. I have a ton of flower seeds. I've actually never grown anything from, well, not anything, any flowers from seeds before. So this should be quite interesting. Really nice. It feels so sturdy. No wonder it's like it was so heavy. Nice. I absolutely love that. So I went ahead and organized everything by numbers. So hopefully it won't be too difficult to put together. Why? All right, so this is a closer look of my new raised garden bed, and honestly, I cannot explain how happy I am right now. It looks so amazing. I love like the little texture details at the bottom. It looks so good. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm very happy that I went with the black because they had, I think, two more colors. So I'm very happy that I went with the black. I just love all the textures, and I love that it has that there's so many drainage holes. I don't have to worry about, the water not draining out when I do my watering. Absolutely love that. I cannot wait to start planting my summer veg or some of my cut flowers in here. I'm just so excited. So friends, this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful spring afternoon. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.